The Or ha-Hayyim on this, so we're talking a lot about what the Kohanim should be doing in the temple, what they can eat, what their different family members can or can't. There's one verse that talks about the daughter of the Kohen. There's certain instances where she can't eat from the holy food, and the question is, what are we really talking about here? And Or ha-Hayyim, this is one of those instances where he says, and I saw the need to awaken the hearts of the Israelites on this matter. And essentially where he's taking us, and this is again based on the Zohar, is he's saying to us that the Kohen that we're talking about here is actually the soul, or the nefesh. And what we're talking about is the way the Kohen, when he can eat certain foods and when he becomes a Baal Nefesh and all the different things, the Kohen actually is the metaphor for the soul, for the nefesh, which is what everyone's born with. Well, no, I'll start like this. The Or ha-Hayyim says to us in the middle of his little bit, he says, that the spiritual aspect in our body and our physical matter are more contrary to one another and opposed to one another, even more than fire and water. And so he says God did something amazing. The spiritual faculties within us, there are different bits. There's the nefesh, ruach, neshama, yechidah, there's the spirit, the soul, the sort of big soul. And he says, what you have inside you, the nefesh, is the part that's a little bit holy, but very much also connected to the material. And then the more you acquire spirituality in this world, the more you then add on to that nefesh, the ruach. You sort of are upgraded spiritually. And then the more, because also you're making your physical body be more spiritual, so then God ensures you can get another spiritual aspect. And then onto the neshama, and then onto the yechidah. And then, because we're today in Lag BaOmer, he then cites Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in the Zohar, where he says, what's the difference between holy and sanctified? Kodesh and Kadosh. And he says this is exactly what these verses are talking about. A holy person, the Israelites that are even higher than the rank of angels, become sanctified when they feed their soul their spirit properly, which then allows them to get the higher spiritual faculties. So this is just a few thoughts on the connection between the spiritual aspects of us, the physical aspects, and how we should be looking about what we go on, how we live our lives. Shabbat Shalom.